the whole life is just not one category which we chose to go, but there are many other ways you can live your life.
So Ali, you're a freelancer currently supporting startups and companies on their acquisition and international expansion. And previously you co-founded my personal beloved re-commerce platform, and recently left there after growing it from 0 to 500,000 users. And then looking you up, I was seeing these numbers and I was impressed. Congratulations.
Thank you.
But what I want to ask you first is, after you closed that chapter, what did you do?
What did I do after closing the chapter? I went for a long walk.
Let's talk about that.
Yeah, I went to do the Camino de Santiago, and then I walked almost 290 kilometers from Porto to Santiago. And yeah, we can go deeper into that conversation.
Let's do that. What got you on that road, I wonder?
What got me down that road? It's like, I've been thinking about it for a while. I heard about it from different people, and then somehow after closing that chapter of the previous startup, I felt that's the right time to take the walk, and then book a flight going to make it to Porto and starting the walk, which it took me 12 days. And I loved it because it was again a reconnection to myself and different surrounding somehow, because just walking through the nature with the different kind of climates next to the ocean or going through the forest, that made it easier to feel, oh, there were another life also existing there, which is outside of day-to-day hustling and building and working, building the team, growing the startup and being just focused on that area. And now somehow feeling the different timelines of the life of many other people, and including myself, which is the whole life is just not one category which we chose to go, but there are many other ways you can live your life.
Why do we need to go places to come back to ourselves?
I feel it's a lot about the setup. We put ourselves into it, and somehow our brain adapting to those setups. Let's say when you work every day, you wake up and you have this new setup to just thinking about, especially thinking about the work and what you want to do and all of these ideas, especially when you are a founder. Constantly your conscious is so busy about to make that what you are building successful. And I believe that became somehow hard-coded into you to just being busy with that part. And this is next to all of other type of, I call it addiction we have. Let's say rather you work or you doom scrolling, and to get out of that, you need to a bit of doing some change in your setup.
I remember a recent conversation where I did not have a sense of where I was. I did not have a sense of what time it is now. And for me, that moment of being here and now and nowhere else in any sense, to me, is the closest to how I would define or think about connection. What is it for you?
Same. I feel like I'm using that for a measurement of the good time. If I'm out for anything, it's a walk or meeting a friend, attending the event, or even work, when I don't check my phone, that's a sign for me I had a good time. And it was like not knowing the time, how long it has been passed, for how long we have been talking, or, oh, I didn't check my phone, I had a good time. That's the same for me too.
I know the feeling. So Ali, you will be bringing a conversation to have with 1 to 7 other people. And I wonder if you already have something in your mind that you would like to talk about.
I have a question more than the topic. It's the complex of being online, up to date, and being offline. It's something which I'm thinking a lot. I love to stay on top of trends with whatever is changing around us, and then how also to not get lost into that. And this is a topic which I would love to know more about it, how all we can create a setup which is like we don't need to check each second what's going on. It could be the news in a different meaning, and also don't have the feeling like, oh, we are far behind and we lost something. Because I feel like, at least in the field I'm working in and I'm interested in, and those topics are interesting for me, I don't like to be left behind. And which I feel like in the other creative area, maybe that's not the topic. And creating this balance, I believe it's require skills and more sharing of the peers or the people who are in that area together.
The way that I've been thinking about it is that we have a way of feeling that we're full. And sometimes we do not stop there, but there would be a biological limit to that. Whereas relatively are new to this information and intake, this amount of it, the way that I'm seeing it is that we have not yet built these way of this is enough. What is my diet for this?
Yeah, it's a lot about the infinity of that knowledge we have right now. There is no end to any of the feeds we have. And, you know, maybe 5 years ago or 10 years ago, you would have received a newsletter of one specific topic you are interested in. Or I used to read every day, which I still doing, hacker news. And there it's like maybe 100 news were there and nothing behind that. You scan the all headlines, end of the story. You go, come back tomorrow. But right now, it's not like that. It's just, as you said, there is no end to it. We don't know our diet. And we just keep consuming. And it's the world is full of the rabbit holes. You just keep going through the different holes, and hours and hours is passing, and then you feel overwhelmed.
Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you. Looking forward for the all new sessions coming, and then talking more and less time on our phones.